在我们里面，那意思是什么呢？基督耶稣一定在我们里面。为什么呢？基督耶稣和基督耶稣的公义永远不会分开。
Now this makes us become part of the family of God.
这一份的公义和基督耶稣自己，让我们成为上帝家里的一员。
And this was the mystery that they didn't know in the Old Testament.
那这就是在旧约时代历代先知圣徒从来就不知道的这个奥秘。
But when the seventh trumpet sounds, the mystery will be totally complete.
所以在10章的7节说，当第7位天使吹号发生的时候，神的奥秘就什么完全的成就了。
Now we go back to verse 2.
我们现在再回到第10章的2节。
And he had in his hand a little book, which was open, and he placed his right foot on the sea and the left on the land.
在第2节说，他手里拿着小书卷儿是展开的，他右脚踏海，左脚踏地。
And right after that, and it says here, and he cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roars, and when he had cried out, the 7 peals of thunder uttered their voices. And when the 7 peals of thunder had spoken, I was about to write, and I heard a voice from heaven saying, seal up the things which the 7 peals of thunder have spoken, and do not write them.
在第3节开始说，他大声的呼喊，好像狮子吼叫。呼喊完了，就有7雷发生。7雷发生之后，我正要写出来，就听见从天上有声音说：7雷所说的，你要封上，不可写出来。
See, there were little things that John was seeing here happening, and that happened. Some of it happened in heaven, some of it happened on earth.
我们现在看见这个老约翰呢，他看见在天上发生的一些事情，他不但看见有一些事在天上发生，有一些在地上发生，他都看见了。
But the angel had a little book in his hand, and the book was open.
现在他看见这个天使呢，就大力的天使手里拿了个小书卷儿。
And John heard another angel, and told him to take the book from the angel who was standing on the sea and the land.
现在是说，约翰听见说要把这个站在踏海踏地的天使那里把那个小书卷拿过来。
And so John went up and told the angel to give him the book.
这是在第8节哈。他说呢，这个他就来到第8、第9节说，这个约翰就来到这个天使面前，对他说：“你可不可以把那小书卷给我？”
Now, the angel says, "Okay." He says, "Take it and eat it."
现在在第9节的后半节，这个天使就说，
This is verse 9.
在第9节的后半节说，他对我说：“你拿了吃尽了，你把它吃下去。”
And he says, "It'll make your stomach bitter, but it'll be like honey in your mouth."
他说呢，这便叫你肚子发苦，然而在你的口中要甜如蜜。
And the little book is thought to be the Bible or the Gospel.
这个小书卷儿，有认为是这个圣经，或者说是福音书。
To a Christian, the Word of God, the Gospel, is sweet as honey.
对基督徒来说，神的话，这个福音的这个圣经，就是是这个对我们来讲是甜如蜜的。
But in the Bible and in the Gospel, it also records the wrath of God and judgment that are coming on those sinful men who will not bow to God's demands.
但是在圣经里面，在福音的真理里面，也蕴藏了一个重要的这个真理，就是神的这个愤怒，神的震怒将要临到那些没有信、没有得救的这些跟在撒旦的国度里面跟撒旦一起将要受审判的这些人身上。
You see, the bitterness here cannot be talking about persecution.
我们讲这里说肚子发苦，这个苦应该不是在讲就是大逼迫。
Because persecution comes from the outside.
因为这个逼迫呢是从外部来的，叫逼迫。
But this bitterness was in John's belly.
这个肚子发苦呢是什么呢？是在他肚子里面。
See, when the gospel is preached, the love of God is manifested.
当这个福音被传讲的时候，神的爱就被显明出来。
But there is in that part about those who will not comply with God's directions.
但是呢，圣经里面也提到那些如果不顺从神不效法基督的这些人的后果。
This we know brings sorrow to God's heart.
那这些事情呢，最后是让神的心这个忧伤，让神的心让神伤心。
See, Jesus said about Judas Iscariot, it had been better for him if he had not been born.
所以耶稣不是讲到说，他说这个卖人子的人是有祸了，这样的人意思就是什么？他还不如不要出生的为好。
You see, to Jesus, it was sad what happened to Judas.
其实从主耶稣的角度看，在犹大身上的事情让主耶稣伤心了。
To God, this is not sweetness.
对神来说，像犹大这样的，包括以后要下地狱的这些人，对神来说，它不是一件令人高兴的让神的心感觉到甜蜜的事。
And to us, when we give the gospel, this is bitterness.
那对我们这些基督徒传福音的基督徒来讲也是一样。当我们把这个福音传出去的时候，其实我们自己是觉得很甜蜜，但是我们知道福音里面也蕴含着审判的信息。
It is bitterness to our souls.
这个我们的灵里面也发苦。
The people we are witnessing to are our fellow beings, created in the image of God, just like us.
我们传福音给这地上还没有得救的人，这些人是什么呢？都是我们的同胞，我们一样是照神的形象被造的。
And they and we are loved by God.
这些人和我们一样，都是被神所爱。
Because John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, so God loves them."
约翰福音3章16节说，神爱世人，所以这世上人都是被神所爱。
And He loves us, and He loves them.
神不但爱我们这些得救的基督徒，他一样是爱着地上还没有得救的。
And the second commandment tells us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves.
神的律法的律法总纲的第2条就是什么？就是爱人如己。
And so you can see where the bitterness is in it. It's sweet, but it's also bitter.
所以我们现在看见说神的话或者神的福音的信息、福音的真理，实际上既甜又苦。
Now, John is in this situation. John is not only seeing a vision.
我们看见在第10章整个状况当中，这个约翰不仅仅是看见一个意象罢了。
But he has to step into the vision.
你看他现在已经参与到这个意象里面，他参与到他所看见的意象里面。
It's as if you see the picture up there. If we could step into that picture and be in that situation.
就像我们现在墙上挂一幅画，我们不但眼睛看见，我们现在也可以进到墙上所挂的那幅画里面，进到那个里头去。
Well, here John had something happen here. He was seeing a vision, and now he had to step into it and act in it.
所以这里第10章启示录10章是看见老约翰不但看见神所启示给他的这个意象，而且他自己亲身进入这个意象当中。
So he took the book from the angel.
所以他真正的伸出手去把这个小书卷拿过来。
He ate it as the angel told him to.
而且是照天使所吩咐的，他把他这个吃了。
And it was sweet in his mouth.
然后他在这个口中果然甜如蜜。
Oh, he liked to tell the gospel.
所以他很喜欢去传讲神的
Because
福
he
音。
knew that if they believed the gospel, look what they were going to get.
所以他知道，当这些人听到了这个福音，相信福音以后，他们将要获得的什么样的好处。
But his stomach was made bitter.
但是呢，约翰的肚子呢发苦。
You see, he was thinking about those who would not believe.
我们相信约翰是在这些 挂念那些，考虑那些，听了以后没有信，听了以后